Bonjour. Well, it was actually during the second renovation holiday, summer 2015, that I decided I actually wanted to live here permanently. So, after I'd returned to South Africa, I decided to take early retirement. And at the end of 2015, I finished my work in the education department, Western Cape Education Department, as a senior curriculum planner for design and visual arts. And then 2016, in March, I went back to South Africa to finish my national basic education contract and a few other things. And on the 11th of May 2016, I came to live here permanently. Now, some of you have asked me why the Limoges area. How did I choose this area? I have no idea. I liked the look of the house, bought the house without even exploring the area. So it is just by chance that I ended up here. And some of you asked why to France. I really can't explain that. Things just happened. I bought the house. I moved here, and that was basically it. I just followed. So today we're back in the kitchen, and you've seen that before, but I would like to show you what it used to look like in 2014 and all the changes that were made since then. And I would also like to show you a few things that are very, very precious to me. For example, this light fitting. I brought this with from South Africa, made by the sister of my neighbor in Cape Town. She used 2 enamel bowls and crystals with tiny kitchen utensils in between. I just love it. And this is Fifi. She comes from Biarritz, close to the Spanish border. And some paintings are made of interesting doors. La cuisine, the heart of the home. And here a painting of Chanel by my friend artist Sandra Hanekom. And back to 2014. I first painted the ceiling, while Annette painted the cupboards with Annie Sloan. But then in 2015 we decided the blue doesn't work, and she had to repaint them in white, and I added a distressed look. A present from my neighbor Christelle. And here are some fish carved out of wood from Green Market Square in Cape Town. A drawing on plaster of Paris by my friend Leonie Harley, Napoleon of course, and at the back my grandfather's handmade copper vase, and Shirley Bassey all caged up. And an old grandfather clock face I turned into a mirror. Right, come with. I want to show you the pantry. So, this is my pantry. Now, this used to be the exterior wall of the house before the garage was added on in the 50s. And this is the hatch for cleaning the kitchen chimney. An old cupboard that they left here for me, painted by Annette. So this is where I keep my washing machine, the dishwasher, and of course my neighbor's lovely birthday present, the extra freezer. Because the garage was so big, I had this drywall put in to create the pantry. And here the door to the garage, where I keep the wood for the coal stove, and of course the car. So leading from the dining room, I had these French doors put in to enter the study. So these are the plans for the extension, that part which was done during the 50s. And if you can remember last week, I showed you the bathroom and the toilet, and remember there was the passage leading right through to the window there, and that was the original door to the bathroom, which I had moved to there, so therefore enlarging the bathroom. Now on the right hand side you'll see which was a chambre, a bedroom, and I had that door closed up, and then in 2016 I had French doors put in there, leading from the dining room into what is now the study. Only had French doors there leading onto a veranda, so I had a window put in there. Right, let me show you the study. I call this a study, but it's actually much more. Let me explain. In summer, this veranda is my breakfast corner. And this is the French daybed for my afternoon sieste. And above it you can see the extra window I had put in 2016. This oak wardrobe came with from South Africa, and inside I have my TV, DVD player and my sound system. Now the chandelier has an interesting history. I bought it in 2006 in Venice from a Christmas market stall collecting funds for the children of Africa. And now, after all this time, it's back in Europe. My computer and workstation where I edit the videos, and an interesting wall scone that I bought in Switzerland. Right, now that was the study, so now I'm going to show you around the dining room. This antique French Renaissance sideboard from a hand-carved walnut I bought on the internet before I even moved here. Just look at these exquisite carvings. Me and my mum in a copper frame made by my grandfather. An Art Nouveau lamp that I found in a second-hand warehouse near Limoges. And this from a Paris flea market. And another gift from my friend Hendrik in South Africa. And here a lamp from an old Mongolian helmet, which I bought in Dubai. And a portrait of South African singer Nathaniel, which I made in 1989 for an article in the Cut magazine. And my great-grandmother's chair, over 200 years old. In 2015, I decided to replace the not-so-special wooden fireplace with an old Victorian fireplace. All to match the Victorian mirror above it. The cornices in the dining room come from Cape Town, South Africa, made of plaster of Paris and quite heavy, so therefore I had to ask the builders to put them up for me. Another chandelier I brought with from South Africa, and this one comes from a second-hand shop just outside Cape Town, Fontein. I am sure by now you've noticed that I have a fetish for chandeliers and mirrors. I would like to show you this, a little Italian Bible my father sent to my mother. And in the front, he wrote, "To my only sweetheart with love, Stanley." And that was in Salerno on the 15th of August 1944, while he was in Italy during the Second World War. Some old family photos, and my bird cage of childhood memorabilia. My first teacup and my first coffee mug. And this I bought in Bologna, Italy.